conflicts with the scheduled time of this meeting. So
Yeah.
she can't get anyone to attend. So we might want to consider changing the regular time of this meeting to like a week off or something, or another day, so she can get somebody to come. Just so you know.
Yeah, I know. She said she couldn't get anybody to come maybe in the fall because of the way it is. So
She said she might get another employee or something. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm wondering if we could do, what are we? We're the second Wednesday of the month. Is that how we're doing it? I mean, we could always do the third Wednesday or something.
It'll be 2 months from now. So just
Okay.
so you know that I told her that she gave me a list of items to report on. So I'm going to be appearing in the role of the Valley Arts Center later.
Fabulous.
Right.
Okay. So
That's a good face.
Okay.
So we can
Excellent.
discuss that as we go forward.
Okay,
So
we got
are
a
there
chat.
Yeah, so Pam, you're welcome to start the meeting. We're live to the public. We do have a list of attendees on the line. I can, if you want to start the meeting, I can do right away or after you call the meeting to order. I know you like to have a discussion with everyone, but I always start with just the commission members, the committee
Okay.
members.
Well, only the commission needs to start. We are the only ones that approve the meeting or the minutes,
That's
right?
true.
Correct.
The minutes, yes.
Okay, so did you guys, so just wait to start it. Did you guys get a chance to look them over?
I did.
Are you okay with my scribing?
Perfect. Beautiful.
Yes.
Good.
So Pam, if you'll do a second, if you'll do an official call the meeting to order and tell us what time it is and what the name of the meeting is, that would help for our meeting minutes. We have to make sure that we give everything in the audio needed for the minutes,
You are
for the recording.
All right, here we go. Today is April 14th, Wednesday, April 14th. We are calling to meeting the Chagrin Falls Arts Commission meeting. And right now it is 6:36. And we have the commission all together right now. And we're going to approve the meeting or the minutes from last meeting. So are we good? I don't know how you say that, all in favor of the meeting or the minutes?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, so those minutes from last month's meeting have been approved. So now we can, Christy, if you want to bring in the panelists, that would be great just to see them because they all have
Absolutely.
stuff to say when we.
I will start moving them over one by one and they will start appearing.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh, yay.
Look at that. We're filling out. It's good.
That's fun to
Fabulous.
see.
Okay, exactly. It always feels like a Brady Bunch moment to me or something. Yeah.
It totally is. And then we get smaller and smaller.
Exactly. We became the Brady Bunch. Okay.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hi.
All right, I think. Oh, no, we got some more.
I think we're done. That's attendees.
Okay, that's it.
Good. Yep.
Okay, so we
Okay.
just called together or approved the minutes of the last meeting. And welcome back, guys. 2 months. 2 months have gone by very, very quickly. Unbelievable. Tons of stuff is now starting to reopen, which I'm super, super excited about. So I think we are going to start off right now with just getting the reports from all of you guys and what's new and exciting happening. And really no particular order. I'm going to go in the Brady Bunch fashion. I guess I'll start in order that way. And just give me, an update of what's going on, what's happening, all that stuff. So Angie, I'm going to start with you only because Angie's representing the VAC right now. And I do know that there's a lot going on. Get it over with.
Okay, let me get it over with. Okay, I was just the reason why I'm appearing in the role of the Valley Arts Center is because Director Mary Ann Bryce could not make this meeting. So she sent an email along and asked me to report on the following items. First, they are beginning their community art project, which some of you may have seen on social media. They're going to be doing a yarn bombing done on the 2 trees outside of their building that is being done by a local artist who's actually been featured internationally. I believe, let me find her name, what is her name? Carol, does anyone know offhand? Or let me find this.
I should know.
Yes, Carol Hummel. Carol Hummel, she lives in Newberry. She's actually done work all over the world. One of the local trees that you may have seen is after Chardon had their school shooting. She did a tree at Chardon, which is still in place in the school colors. So what the tree trunks will be covered with colorful crocheted squares that are going to be made by individuals in the community. The Valley Art Center is holding 2 classes in which you can make your own piece of this art project. And they're also giving out kits to people who'd like to make one at home. The artist will then put all those together on the trees and they'll stay in place in front of the building for some time. So if you guys are, anybody's into crochet, you know anyone who's into crochet, get involved. You can point out your square to people or when you go by and say that that's mine, the best one on the tree. And so you can look for that. That is happening. I think that that's happening this summer, that they'll be getting it up on the tree. And they did clean the trees. They cleared everything up and they're doing quite a bit of promotion online if you want to keep track of that. They're also about to start their new season of classes. So if you would like to register for classes, if you aren't aware, that Valley Art Center has a full slate of classes for adults and children, as well as workshops and summer camps. So go onto their website, you can register online. And also, since we've had the COVID experience, many of their things are available online. So if that's something you're interested in, you can check into that. They are doing an unusual thing this year with their Art by the Falls. Being an art organization, they're very creative, and they have decided, since we're not allowing large festivals, or large festivals have been in question, last year they did have to cancel, they have deconstructed their Art by the Falls. So instead of being one large event, it's going to appear for 5 different Sundays in Triangle Park as small tents that will be presented in conjunction with the farmers market. So when you go to the farmers market, there will now be a mini art show at once a month at the farmers market that you can attend. If you are an art lover, a good time to go in and buy art, because besides our art organizations, I'm sure a lot of these artists have been suffering as well, since a lot of them do make their money from going around to these festivals and selling items. Let me see, was there anything else on the art?
So I have a question on that. Are they also sharing or showing work in the galleries at certain specific times?
Yes.
Okay.
Look at you leading me right into the item number 4, which is they currently do have a show that is present. And she wanted me to mention their current show, which is, what is their current show? The gallery is open Monday through Friday, 10 to 4. They do let you make appointments to come in for exhibits, as well as they have online exhibits that they've made now, like where they do an online tour of what's in the gallery. And also they've made it so you can buy everything in the gallery through an online portal. So if you're interested in seeing art and maybe buying art, that was never available before. So I guess there are some advantages to having made everything go online.
Mm-hmm.
Their current exhibit, let me see if I can't find there. She told me everything was available on the website. This is a heads up to everyone. Make sure your website's up to date in case someone's reporting for you and they can't find your current exhibit.
Yeah.
It's terrible. So it says okay, so they're living figuratively illustrious alumni at Valley Art Center. Is what they have now. And if you are interested, they also have an online walkthrough of the exhibit that's currently posted on their social media. She'll probably move it onto her website as well. I'll send back something to make sure it's available for people that aren't on social media. And that is, as far as I know, what's going on at the Valley Art Center. I know you can always reach out to them as well. They're very responsive. So if people have questions, send an email to the director at valleyartcenter.org.
Mm-hmm.
That's my report. Okay.
Oh my gosh, that's really good. I think there is some, the Art by the Falls, because I'm an artist in that, there is also a little bit more to it, but I'm still they're just filtering out the information.
Oh, okay.
I think they're not only the farmer market, that they're having the gallery have the artists working.
Right.
Well.
I know the village piece because it's come through us.
Okay.
I think they're also going to be, to get all of their artists accommodated, because they have a very large group of artists. I think they're doing some in the village. They're also, I think, working with the Geauga Fresh Market that's at 306 in Bell. So they may have some there. And then they also will have stuff in the gallery
Yeah.
some mini shows that are happening in the gallery throughout the summer. I
Cool.
don't think they have complete information out about it now because I know they're just getting their approvals, but
Exactly.
there will be some version of Art by the Falls this summer. So, for people that like that, you can look forward to that.
Excellent.
That's what I-
Excellent. Thank
Or
you.
where are you exhibiting, Pam? Are you
Where?
in that?
I'm
Where are
in
you-
it. So it is just unfolding right now. So they had just talked about having the farmers market option, and they've accepted whatever artists. Like I was last year's artist, so they've accepted the artists, and they're trying to roll out how they're going to do it. So it's not completely done, but like you said, it's an ongoing thing, and it is going to happen in a rotating way. So
Okay.
So I
think
don't
it's
know
great.
where I'm going to be.
I'm looking
So-
forward to it.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
it's great
yeah.
to see that these galleries and these, even if it's mini, getting it out there at the farmers market and stuff, that's a way to get out there. I mean, everyone needs it. These festivals are huge.
And what would be nice, I mean, I know this sounds like the smallest of challenges, but what we found before with arts events in Triangle Park is people don't realize something's happening in Triangle Park when they're at the farmers market.
Right.
So the more we as an arts community can hype up to people that these things will be happening in Triangle Park so that they come in and see that part of the event, it'll be nice to have all the people in the farmers market area, but to get them just to make that short little distance between farmers market and Triangle Park and see what's happening might be something we need to promote.
And the farmers market, is that put on by the Chamber of Commerce?
It's the
who
village.
sponsors
It
that?
used to be put on by your hometown Chagrin Falls, and when your hometown Chagrin Falls folded, the village, seeing it as a valuable asset to the community, took on the cost of the market. It's produced by North Union Farmers Market, so they're in charge of it. And I do actually, just for this group as well, have a question out. I know from when I worked with the farmers market that we had available to us at the market as part of our contract a community booth, which was open for, at that time, your hometown used it to distribute information. If that's part of the contract still, what I would like to see is us have a sign up where not-for-profits can use that booth, and we can have that booth time at the farmers market for different groups to sit down and have some way to reach out to the public. So if that does come through, they're looking into the contract. I'll put that back out to this group that will start a sign up, and people can have weekends at the booth that they'll be able to take over a booth in the farmers market if they so desire to sign up people or at least get their message out.
Yeah, I like that. I think didn't Marianne used to, I feel like you've been down there with the film festival.
Yeah, we're by the popcorn shop. We just
Okay.
do our own little pop-up once our programs come out every Sunday.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Do you want to lead in since we're talking to you? Would you like to report on
Am I
the?
next in the Brady Bunch
Yes.
format?
Exactly.
Okay. Does that make me Marsha? I don't think so.
Oh, you're Dan, in my view.
Dan.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, my nose. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I don't think I want that. Yeah, for the film festival, we are full blown into our high time, planning the festival, choosing our films, getting ready for both. So a hybrid festival this year, both we hope and believe an indoor, in-person, distanced festival in a couple of venues, and Riverside Park, and then full streamed online. So we're into it now, because, and the fun thing is it's kind of like planning two separate festivals, but we're really excited. Everything's moving along. The other thing really fun this year that we're doing is a broadcast studio from Chagrin Falls Township Hall. We'll have broadcasts twice a day on our YouTube channel and social media, and the Cleveland Film Festival may partner with us to broadcast some interviews, panels, special fun things, and some of you may be called upon to join us to be in a panel or talk about something that you're involved in, or we're going to get very creative. So
Perfect.
so
Get
stand by.
creative?
I'm
You guys
looking
have been
into
creative.
Ruth,
Okay.
Ruth and the Historical Society. So
I know I realized today we have 3 films that we entered. So
Oh,
I'm
wow.
like, I think we'll be in there.
yeah. Yeah, we're loving it. We're loving it. Now, I think I've only seen 2 so far, but
Okay.
we're ready for you. We're ready.
Okay.
Are you, right now you are viewing, there's a lot of view parties, and then when do you come to the decision of who is accepted? When do those come out?
We don't announce it till early August,
Okay.
but we're getting ready now. Typically, we do our first round of acceptances in mid-May, just to give the filmmakers, if we can, if we're super sure we want that film, to give them a chance to make their travel plans, and get ready to engage with us. So we'll be ready to start doing that. And it's a lot. I mean, I guarantee you somebody's watching films right now, because we have so many films that have been submitted to us. Lots of great films this year from all over the world. It's a lot. So we've got about 20 people watching films every day to try to get through all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And talk about watch parties. We have coming up in May, it's called Everyone's a Critic. We have watch parties that are going to happen all around town, and we're giving groups the chance to get together, watch 5 short films that have been submitted to the film festival, and as a group, vote and choose the film that they believe should be part of the festival. So that's getting a really great response. I think it just will be fun. Can't wait to see what they come up with.
So it's exciting because now we're kind of slowly making our way out and keeping it safe. Are these watch parties will you be together for the watch parties, or?
So it's up to the hosts.
Uh-huh.
People are signing up to be a watch party host.
Mhm.
Thank you, Chagrin Valley Little Theater. Your Chagrin Valley Little Theater is having a watch party. So it's however that watch party host wants to do it. If it's 5 people outside, they can do it virtually if they want to, because it's all streamed anyway. So it's completely up to them. They get a little goodie bag and judging forms and links to films, and then just let the fun begin.
That's super fun. Is it limited to 5, or could you have more people?
Oh, no, it's as many people as you want.
Okay.
I mean, we don't encourage big
Yeah.
crowds to be in.
Yeah. No, of course not. Yeah, very good.
Don't ask, don't tell, Pam.
Okay.
It's 5 films. They'll get 5. Each group will get 5 films.
Well, that's so
That's good.
fun.
Yeah,
Oh, how fun.
yeah, it's fun.
All right.
I think that's all. That's where we are right now.
Cool.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, moving across the board, Ruth. You are next.
Hi.
Hi.
Yes. So I would just like to plug the Valley Art Center. I've been taking the pottery class for the last couple of weeks, and it was awesome with their new teacher, Jared. He's great. And I know the next session starts next week, and I'm hoping to do it, but I have to work it into my schedule with, work. So, but it's been fun. So if you've never taken a class there, they have so many, and this was just an introduction. So it was fun. Anyways, so we're pretty busy at the Historical Society as always. A couple things going on at the museum, and then our first event of the year is, you might be familiar with Henry Church Jr. We have this huge painting that we got, which I may have told you guys about. It's 88 inches by 89 inches.
Oh, wow.
So I call him Big Henry, and he is now hanging in our stairwell. And I have a sheet over him because I want to do an unveiling party.
Cool.
And I was kind of looking for something fun to do. And I looked up Henry Church's birthday, and it's May 20th. And I was like, well, that's perfect because it'll be nice out and people will hopefully be feeling better enough to go out and do things. or we'll be allowed to do things. And so, so his 185th birthday is May 20th. And so we're doing a birthday party, cupcakes. There'll be an unveiling of Big Henry. And it'll just be like an open house style. It'll be from like 4 to 6:30. So it won't be, I don't expect a crowd, but at least it'll be, dispersed out, not a lot of people at once. Home tour, we're still working on, possibly it will be virtual. I've been talking to different videographers in the area to get quotes on what it would cost to do a virtual tour. And then we would hope to premiere it in the fall. Also, speaking of keeping your websites up to date, I just had ours redesigned. So check that out. And as you were talking, Angie, I was like, oh my God, did I put our new exhibit up there? So we still have the Chagrin Falls Park exhibit. The quilts have been coming down, but the Chagrin Falls Park exhibit is still up. So that is on the website. There are still things that I'm updating on the website, but I did just have it redesigned. We used someone named Mike Mamoni. He graduated from Chagrin, but he lives in Tennessee right now. And we've been using him for years. He's our web designer. And I gave him all these ideas, showed him what I wanted, and he did it. So now I'm just playing with it and tweaking little things, but it's live, so you can go see it. Also, speaking of the Valley Arts Center, because I don't really have a staff, I gave them our gallery space for the summer. So they, Bud Deal's oil painting class will be, I think they passed out the flyer to his class from the spring, and then the current class, and then for the past 2 years, I believe, his students. So that will be May. Oh, I'm going to get the date wrong. I think it's May. I don't know. It's May. It'll run May through the end of August. So we'll have the, which is just a nice collaboration to do with them. I always love collaborating with Mary Ann, and I'm so sad she's leaving. So, so that'll be a fun exhibit for the summer. It'll be something that people can come see. And then, that's kind of the bare bones of what we're working on, I guess.
That's a lot. You have been busy through all of this.
Yes.
I say COVID. I mean, you would non-stop. I think you worked more.
I know. I'm like, I really don't think I got any break at all.
No, there was no breaks for the historical
There was no
society.
break. It's so weird.
I'd like to say two things. One is that if your ears were burning today, it's because we just had our marketing meeting and I was talking about you and saying, one, how you've been going all the time and how your social media game is like on point. And that I'm addicted to your Monday mysteries.
Oh, I know. Thank you.
So
thank
just
you.
So you know, all that's good. And
Thank you.
The second thing is I am coming to the Henry Church unveiling because you caught me with that one too. I was like, what? Birthday party for Henry Church? I'm in. So good job. Good work.
Thank you.
I'm curious, what is this Mystery Monday thing in social media? Can you talk about that?
Yeah. So it started just because Carolyn Sealer, our treasurer, we sit in the same office. And so, we get people asking us questions all the time about their house, about their family, anything like that. Sometimes it's easy and sometimes it's not. And so sometimes, we end up going down this research rabbit hole that'll just take all day long where we're like trying to find the answer for somebody. And I think I just jokingly said it was like a mystery. And then we're like, history mystery. And then it was like, became this History Mystery Monday. And we just decided, I should video these and like talk about them. And I think people would find them interesting, what we're doing.
Yeah.
Because it's one of the reasons I love my job and I love history, and you never know what you're going to find. And so we've done 6 episodes so far. And so just every Monday, and the staff is excited about it because they're like, oh yeah, remember this like 3 years ago, I was researching this and no one knew the answer. And like 3 weeks later, we found the answer. And it's just like, it's been like a dive into
Well, and
Just chagrin
and it may
history.
have been a total, you may have stumbled into it, but for me, and I know I'm a mystery junkie and I like history and I like chagrin. So, okay.
Yeah.
But it is something that I've started to look forward to. Like, I'm like,
Oh, good.
Mystery
Where
Monday.
is this house? Like, where is it?
So, so I don't,
Where's my Mystery Monday?
Yeah, is it on Instagram or
It's-
YouTube
it's
channel?
on- it's
Yeah,
Facebook.
all of them.
All of them. Yeah.
I film it and I'll upload it to Facebook and Instagram.
Okay.
And then normally when I remember later in the day, I'll put it on our YouTube page. We do have a YouTube channel because we do have people that don't do social media. So the YouTube channel has been really helpful in getting that stuff out. And the other, I'm going to start a blog on our website,
Oh, good.
which will host all of like my Facebook posts. Because the other thing we got a lot of traction on was the women's history posts.
Yes, those were good.
Was huge. Yeah, thank you. And that was, but those aren't videos. So like, how do you show people that aren't on
Right.
social media? Yeah, that's
Wow,
going to
that-
be on the blog.
That is cool. I think you should market that a little bit more because that would bring a lot of interest into, I think, the Historical Society. I mean, just
Thanks, Liz.
that following, I mean, put a shout out to the paper and be like, this is what I'm doing. And I bet you they would be on that and get the word out there. I mean, that's a cool story. I like how you just
Thanks.
did it on your own. That's awesome.
It's been very fun. Yes.
I'm going to go.
And now I
check
just have
it
to
out.
worry about what I wear on Mondays because I'm
Right.
looking for a different
But I
shirt.
didn't want to go there, but I did want to say your lipstick also on point. I'm like,
Thank you.
I'm like, this is good lipstick. So, like I said, you're killing it, Ruth. You're killing it. It's good.
YouTube sensation, man.
Yes,
You're going to be the
yes.
next big thing.
She's gonna leave the historical
Thank
society
you.
and just get a channel and go for
Yeah.
it. Good.
I love
I
it.
told him, I was like, do you think we could do a podcast?
Yes.
That's
Yes.
next. Go for it. Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
Well, so we have revived our oral history committee. And so we're doing all of these oral histories with local residents and, starting with some veterans and like going from there. And I'm thinking to myself, I mean, I listen to podcasts and this really is what a podcast is, like
Mhm.
someone telling their
Absolutely.
story.
Yeah.
And I've listened to veterans podcasts before, just like some national ones that, offer that. And I was like, I think we could put these on,
Yeah, I would love to see
a
that.
podcast.
I mean, I
think
know
you-
you
I
don't
mean, some
want
of
to
them
do
might
it.
not be that interesting to people, but I think there might be some that are interesting to people. And
Sure.
I don't know.
Well,
You
I
never know.
think they would totally be interested in it. I'm a big history buff though, but yeah, definitely. Oh,
Very
cool.
good.
Ruth,
So
Ruth the innovator. We have a bunch of innovators here today.
yes, for sure. Oh my God.
Love it. Thank you.
You're
A
welcome.
lot. Awesome. All right, going down to the youngest Brady daughter, Cindy, Karen in Chagrin Arts.
We got Karen.
Oh, you're
Okay.
muted.
Oh, you're muted.
Uh-oh, we still can't hear you.
Karen.
Karen, we
you're in
can't
mute.
hear you.
There you go.
Oh,
No.
we're back again. No.
Okay.
There
There it is.
There you go. Perfect.
No, I said I had I'm so glad to be the youngest because I don't feel it today because I had my second shot yesterday. And I just feel like I just want to like take a nap all
Oh,
day today.
Yeah.
So,
That's what I had too. The nap.
yeah. Is that what happened? Yeah.
I did.
Thanks for-
Anyway,
yeah.
I mean, Chagrin Arts is kind of laying low just because of programming and
Yeah.
things like that. We'll probably do some things we're planning on doing things in the park again this summer and keeping everybody safe and socially distanced. But the cool thing about us, which you will notice being, having that wonderful location on Main Street, is that we're getting a whole new facelift. And we'll be getting new siding. And we finally got by Huntington. We're going to be coming to City Hall, Angie. So I wanted to just give you a warning
Okay.
because we're going. Is it Architectural Review Board? I've heard it both ways, or is it the
Oh,
other way around?
for your garden, right?
Yeah. Well, the garden and the signs.
Yeah.
Yes, Chagrin Arts
ARB.
after 13 years is finally going to get a sign. So I know
Who's
that
your Arab
everybody.
mystery?
I cannot hide anymore. So yeah, like Ruth, we're gonna have to go shopping, for
Okay.
our wardrobe.
That's
But the cool thing is, that with this garden, I mean, this has been a project that's been in the works forever and ever. And it is now fine-tuned enough that, Huntington's giving us a thumbs up, and we'll be getting this all approved, and it'll be just a lovely little space, that'll connect to our conference room in our building. But the cool thing is, do you remember, Ruth, we started that project about the history of 88 North Main Street?
Yeah.
And the idea was that the building would all be done so that we could have today, as opposed to all the years of finishing up with today.
Right.
Well, we never got the building done. So Gabby has been, kind of patiently waiting to finish up this little exhibit. So that'll be a piece of this too. So it'll be the history of that building, which is really interesting. And thank you and John for, getting us all that information. So it's nice to partner with all you guys.
It is.
Yeah. it is.
Anyway, watch for the new space. And then the new exhibit that's coming in will open May 1st, but it is on loan from the University of Cincinnati Law School by an artist named Dan Bolick. And it is paintings of the Ohio exonerees. So they're going to be bringing it up. And there's 2 6-foot paintings. I laughed, it's like, have you seen our gallery? So, but I think it's going to be quite exciting. And we're just so fortunate to have really cool partnerships to do this kind of work in the community. So that's what we're up to.
Cool.
Where are you with the Innocent Project thing? Is that happening? When is that happening?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, as far as the Blind Injustice,
Yeah.
it will be in the fall of 2022.
Okay.
And
Okay.
we are going to do a preview of it at Severance, actually,
Okay.
because Kent State is doing a whole big gala the
Right.
first week of May, I think it is.
Okay.
And we will represent the opera program piece of their big gala. So that's not too shabby, eh?
No, not at all.
And it's perfect timing if we open in the fall,
Yeah.
I know.
Just have to wait another year.
Yeah, but you know what? We were talking about it this morning. How fast is that year going to go? It's like
Yep.
blink, it's here. So
Yep.
anyway, lots of prep going into it.
Excellent. Excellent. Very good. All right. So moving on. Now, Casey, I have not met you. Hi, Casey. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi. Yeah, I know. I'm sort of like the newbie here. I am just a curious Chagrin resident who
Fabulous.
wants to get involved with the arts. I got my master's in art history from Case several years ago, and then had babies and then COVID. And so feel like I'm like crawling my way out of this hole back into life.
Yeah.
And just curious about what's going on arts wise here and what kind of opportunities there might be to get involved. And so I'm just kind of here to listen.
Awesome. Nice to meet
welcome.
you. Yeah, welcome.
It's a very dangerous thing to sit in a room full of people who run not-for-profits and say
Yeah.
you want to get involved.
No, I know, but I
hope
kind of
that's an
knew I was
assumed
dipping my
name.
toe in that water. It's like, I want to get involved. So
Yeah.
yeah, so I mean,
awesome.
I'm sort of,
Mhm.
That's
all eyes and ears and want to figure out how I can sort of be a part of the arts community here. Sorry, that's my 3-year-old just got
That's
back
okay.
from a walk.
great. Okay.
Yeah, so that's my story. And obviously, I sit at home and dream about all the things that I wish I could do in the community as well. So got lots of ideas brewing up here as well and listening like, oh, that's kind of making connections. So
Good.
just
Oh my
here-
gosh,
good.
if you
Okay.
can send your email, because I don't have your email, I don't know how we can get in touch with you, because
Just
I am positive. Oh, can you chat?
Yeah, I just pulled
Yeah, put it in
here.
the chat. That'd be
Okay,
great.
cool. That way, I mean, you are in the oasis of the art mecca right now. Everyone here is incredible, and the energy of Chagrin Falls as an art community is huge. Like when I moved here, I was young and I was a young parent, and the Valley Arts Center was really my hub. Like it was like saved me as a new person coming in, and just the connections. And as you can see, the people here are amazing. And so awesome. Well, welcome.
Yeah, we'll get-
We
Thank you.
definitely will be seeing you.
Yes.
Exactly. Can't escape now.
Yeah, you can't
I
escape.
know. You have my email, so you know
Awesome.
where I am.
You guys take down that email, and I'm going to take it down too. There is a lot, especially now that hopefully we see some light, that a lot of things will start happening, which is great. So thank you, Casey.
All the outdoor stuff sounds like it's going to be, I mean, to be perfectly honest, as a sort of outsider to this group who's interested in the arts, I didn't know that a lot of this stuff existed. So, I think the fact that now it's going to be sort of brought out into outside, because it has to be this year, could do a whole lot of good for everything that y'all are trying to do.
Oh, absolutely. I think Marianne, you said it. The arts are it makes people feel kind of normal in a really tough time. It's made us feel like, oh yeah, there is life out there. So that's awesome. Cool. Well, welcome.
Back on you.
Ian, we haven't seen you in forever.
I
It
know.
is
I've been
so
sitting around. I've been sitting around getting fat.
Golly, what a
Like everyone
year.
else.
It's so good to see you.
It's nice to be here. We caught the first thing we caught the vandal, the guy who was vandalizing our observatory.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
You'll never guess who it was.
No.
Chagrin Falls' own Starman.
No. How interesting. Scandal. That's
Oh,
gonna
you
that's
wouldn't-
gonna
you
make us go viral
Well,
on
he
YouTube.
got
No.
caught on this one. He got caught cutting up the gate with a sawzall. You don't want to hear about the rest of the stuff he didn't get caught at. So
Oh,
beware.
Wow.
wow, Ian, that's horrible.
Oh, you wouldn't. Some of the other stuff he did, you wouldn't believe. But
Well,
anyhow,
Starman is not going to be.
we prosecuted him and everything else. So
Oh my gosh.
That's horrible. Well,
Wow.
he's not. Yeah, I hope he doesn't try to show his face in the park again.
well, he's down there. So
Oh, he is. Oh,
yeah,
oh,
it's all right.
that's
But the other
horrible.
thing,
Sorry.
so besides that, we've been running the Nassau station for Jaga Park District
Mhm.
every third Saturday. So this Saturday coming up, that's the big 36-inch telescope that used to be out on Taylor Road in East Cleveland. So we've been running that for the Park District, and I'm hoping this summer we can have the Arts Commission out to our observatory for a wine and cheese under the stars.
Yes. Yeah,
You
we
know,
talked about that. Remember, we almost
Yeah.
had it planned, and then that big storm came, and
Right, and wash the driveway out.
yep.
Well, the driveway's all fixed, and so we'll have to make plans for that this summer.
Oh yeah, I'm totally in for that.
Yeah, wine and
Casey,
cheese
you're
under the
in
stars.
too.
Pardon?
I said Casey's going to be in there too.
Okay, and the other thing too, we're available, to support you guys in any way we can,
Okay.
You want a telescope there, or some people show up, like sitting at the arts booth, once
Right.
a month, that's great.
Right.
Because we enjoy doing the art by the falls.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And
We always
she
get we always get a couple of members out of it.
Oh, good.
I'll
And
pass that on to
Catherine-
Mary Ann.
I'm sorry. What did you say?
I said I'll pass that on to Mary Ann as well, since she's not here from
Yeah.
the Valley Arts Center.
Yeah.
Arts
And
Center.
And
Catherine is
unlike
here.
everybody else, we're trying to scramble for money, so.
Yeah. What have you been doing like during COVID? Have you guys just kind of, did you get a chance to get together or go outside?
We did, we experimented with some Zoom meetings, Zoom observing, okay? Where they'd have the CCD camera hooked up to the telescope,
Mhm.
and we broadcast that on a Zoom meeting.
Wow.
So in other words, you'd be looking at Saturn or Jupiter or some object
Mhm.
that's a member's got his telescope on a Zoom meeting.
Good.
And we
That's
had
good.
2 members doing that. So that's something that we did.
Yeah.
Tried that. We still have our we didn't have monthly meetings for about 3 months. Now we started doing that. Now we're meeting at St. Mark's in Cheslin, first Saturday of the month until May. Then we move out to our facility.
Okay.
The park district doesn't want any more than 10 people out there in Observatory Park.
Mhm.
So have you ever been out to Observatory Park? Anybody been out there?
Yeah.
We went a couple weeks ago, actually.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
Put a lot of time into that,
It's amazing.
a
It's
lot of
amazing.
time. And I mean, there's features there that you really don't know about, like behind the Oberle telescope in that field, there's a human orrery. You remember the orreries? You could turn them around and, you know, move around the sun, the earth would go around and the moon would spin around it. There's a human orrery back there
Okay.
that you can walk around in Mercury's orbit and have somebody walk in Jupiter's orbit, and you can see how the retrograde motion, how it works.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I spent a whole summer putting that Oberle telescope together, the 25-inch. That's
Wow.
out there at Observatory Park. That was fun. But we put a lot of work into that place.
I do highly recommend. So educational and fascinating. You really went to the nth degree. It's amazing.
And the problem is the park district doesn't know what they have because, you know, it's a new type of park. It's a nighttime park,
Mhm.
you know, and being in Northeast Ohio, the wonderful weather we have, you know, so I have a couple more telescopes to put out there, you know, so. Pam, you muted.
Yeah, are they allowing, you said at one point they don't want a lot of people out there, do you?
Well, no, in the buildings.
Oh, got it. But they would, that would be a good thing too, to get, people are dying to get out and do
Well, yeah,
outdoor stuff.
we did it last month out at the Nassau station,
Okay,
and everybody's social distance and everything. We had 147 people show up.
Yeah.
wow,
Of course.
That's a
great.
good crowd.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good crowd. This guy from Drexel brought his 2 little boys over. They were just thrilled to death,
Yeah. That's
That's
fantastic.
awesome.
you know, being out there. So,
When is your next, are you gonna host another event soon?
yeah, the 3rd Saturday of the month.
Oh, that's the third, then that's at this, in the park.
Yeah, that's out at the Nassau station.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's the next driveway just north of Observatory Park.
Okay. All right, cool. Yeah, we gotta all go out there. I was so looking forward to that.
Yeah.
And then it got,
So we'll do it. Well, we fixed the driveway. My brother came out finally 2 weekends ago with his excavator. And we put a drainage tile across it. So hopefully that driveway will never wash out again.
cool.
So that's done. But yeah, we have a big tent to set up. We can set up and we get some tables and chairs and have wine and cheese under the stars. I think that'd be a fun thing for this group.
I think it would be awesome. We definitely would have to make that work. I'm in.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely. And too bad Catherine Malmquist isn't here because I think you guys, do you ever work with her? She's at the Chagrin Falls Library and the Gates Mills Library. And I think that would be an excellent connection between the two of you and promoting things and educating people.
Oh yeah, we years and years ago we used to set up window displays. We used to have them at the Fireside Bookstore,
Mm-hmm.
and then we had one at the library. But it takes members to do that, and you know how astronomy clubs are. We have 35 members, and the same 5 members doing everything.
Yeah.
So
Didn't we at a former meeting I may be misremembering, but didn't you discuss weren't you doing like a check out a telescope program with Jaga Libraries?
oh yeah, we're still working with Jaga Library and the Jaga Skywatchers.
I know I mentioned that to Catherine Malmquist and she was going to check with Cuyahoga because I think that would be wonderful to have something like that where people could check out a telescope and take
Yep.
it down to the park.
Right.
So-
We work with the
The
Jaga
Jaga
Park
County.
Foundation.
Right. Okay.
They're the ones that supply the money for the telescopes and
The
stuff.
telescopes.
Yes, and
I think that would be wonderful. So
yeah,
maybe-
check out a telescope. We give you get a couple of lessons on how to use it. So
Great.
the problem is we just can't getting young kids into this. I mean, it's everybody's.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
more, the one thing, there is a silver lining and I don't know, I'm going back to Casey, our new member, like our guinea pig here, but having younger kids, I think you get more creative. You want to be outside more. I mean, they've been inside for so long. There's only so
Right.
many video games you can play. So I think families are really taking the initiative of getting out. So I'd like to believe that I think there's a change happening with that to get the kids come out and see the stars, because really they've been out a lot more, and to try to understand the stars, I think that would be awesome. You're a great.
And the other thing too, when we were growing up, we had the space program
Mhm.
to fuel our imagination, and
Mhm.
now that's slowly picking up again, the space program. So hopefully that'll give everything a swift kick in the pants
Yeah,
to get
like
things.
Mars, the whole Mars thing.
Get
At
the
my
Mars
school,
thing going on also.
yeah. At our school, we were watching it live, so
Mhm.
there is interest. I think it's great. It's fascinating. Thank you, Ian.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank
It's
you,
so
Ian.
good to see you. It is so good to see some faces again.
Yeah.
All right. So Catherine is not here. She usually reports on what's happening in the library. And Thomas was here, and I don't know what happened to him.
Yeah, he had to leave. I don't know. As you know, he has a 2-year-old, so he had to step out. But Nancy has volunteered as yet another CVLT member, because
Okay.
we're littered with them here to report on the Little Theater. So
Awesome. Hey, Nancy.
Hi, guys.
And Nancy.
How's it going?
Hey,
Nancy
Nan.
is
Yeah.
reporting for the Little
Yeah,
Theater.
so I do the minutes, so I had to find my report. That's why I was not allowing you to see my lovely face. So I will read my report about the Little Theater. So this weekend coming up, we have War of the Worlds streaming, and it's a live production that was filmed at River Street, and it's streaming. But it's really cool. It's really a cool production, and it doesn't look the same as some of the streaming shows because it is live. That's this weekend, and you can sign up for all of these on the CVLT website. Then in May, we're streaming The Price, and that was shown at River Street maybe 3 years ago. It's a really good show. Don Edelman was one of the stars of that show, and Cindy was the director. So it's kind of a tribute to him to show that streaming again. It's a wonderful show. Really, it's sad and funny, and I know that you would really enjoy that. And let's see, May 7th. It's the weekend of May 7th. So when you sign up, you can watch it anytime over the weekend, and even twice or 3 or 4 times if you want to watch it again. So then Marianne mentioned her watch parties for the film festival, and the Little Theater signed up for having a watch party. And so we're having a watch
Love it.
party. Let's see, May 22nd. And right now it's planned to be outdoors over at River Street. And we're inviting at least the theater crowd, our boards and commissions and stuff like that. And we'll see. Hopefully we'll have a nice evening and nice weather. And, if it stays outside, we can invite more people.
Thank you, Little Theater.
Yeah, we love.
looking forward to. I can't believe you're putting faith in us to select a movie.
Absolutely.
know. I was-
100% faith.
I was thinking that. I'm like, what movies are going to be out there?
But hey, we'll do.
I don't know if we're allowed to.
I believe in you. I
opt
believe
for
in you.
certain Movies, I don't know. We'll have to see if we can pick some of the winning
know.
movies.
You should feel free to just correct our decision. If
Just
it's like, oh my
one.
gosh.
You only need to pick one.
Yeah.
One.
Okay, then on the 4th of July, which is a Sunday, we will have, in conjunction with the Chagrin Falls Studio Orchestra, a concert in the park, kind of in the front of the park there on the concrete area. So Steve Eva is going to have a concert, and he does, all kinds of, kind of patriotic music. No fireworks, unfortunately. And I'm not sure what, we may have some food, chips and stuff like that to sell. But his concerts are great, and they're a lot of fun, and this will be a lot of fun. 2:00. It's 2:00 on Sunday afternoon, July 4th. And we're going to have an open house at the theater. Hopefully we're going to be able to go inside, but we'll see. but we're planning an open house July 24th. Kind of, to meet and greet people that we haven't seen for a while, boards, commissions, and maybe, get back together to kind of kick off the fall season. And I hope that we can have a fall season and have this party. And then our typical opening for the season, Murder by the Falls. And we did schedule that September, what's the dates? 10th and 11th.
10th and 11th. Yeah.
No matter how many times I say it, I always have to look back at my piece of paper. So it's going to be a little bit different this year. It's going to be an interactive stream. Is it streaming or just interactive
It's
event?
going to be an interactive online scavenger hunt.
Okay.
With a murder mystery theme that's supposed to be, it's called Nursery Crimes. And it's going to be all filmed in and around Chagrin Falls, hopefully starring local dignitaries. And we are going to have a competition online for people to solve the mystery. And we're also hoping, with COVID issues, to have a live event where you can come and find clues in town, and then hopefully have a reception party where we reveal the answer at the end of who committed the crime. But we're hoping we can work around the COVID thing, use the outdoors, create an online version for people who aren't ready to be out, and a live version for people who just want to get out, and get back to having our murder mystery that kind of is a comic, make fun of Chagrin Falls event every year. So that's the
Yeah,
plan.
so-
Very fun.
Fun.
So it's
Very fun.
It's being written by our Drew.
Yeah.
And his sister Greta, who write Murder by the Falls pretty much every year. He's our webmaster and he's a gamer. So
is.
I'm sure it'll be fantastic because he's good at stuff like that. So is Angie. I am not.
There's a lot of debating. We
will have something.
to make sure it's fair for who wins.
Yeah.
And I keep saying, okay, there's fair, and then there's making money at a fundraiser.
Yeah.
He promises to
So we're
make
working
it
on it, but it's
Yeah,
going to be
he
okay.
promises
It's
to
going to be
make it
fun.
so that
yeah.
people can do it easily.
Mhm.
So we'll see.
Awesome.
I'm sure it'll be fun.
It'll
Very
be
Oh,
fun.
yeah.
It'll be a blast anyway. So yeah.
Yes, it will. It'll be, yes.
Mhm.
So that's it for now. And we're working on a fall schedule and hope that we can, continue with shows after Murder by the Falls, live shows at the theater.
Yeah.
We'll have to wait and see. So
Yeah. You
anyway,
guys have been
thank
doing an awesome job just keeping the theater, in the books with all the streaming that you guys are doing. So it's not like everyone's closed their doors during COVID, which has been really nice. We've sustained ourselves and some of us have really flourished, which is great. So awesome. Very cool. Well, that's all is here, but I wanted to move on. That's what's going on in and around town, which is great. And then we were going to discuss, and Angie, I don't know if you had researched anymore, that just briefly, because it's already almost 7:30, we were talking about the outdoor arts, doing some type of streamlined proposal when people want to exhibit outside. Like we just had those fabulous flowers. And I know, Angie, you can talk more about that and how to be able to streamline that from people on the outside coming in saying, I would love to have this out in the park for so long, or temporary art exhibits. So Angie, did you get a chance to do some?
So I've done a little bit of research in different communities. I am not ready to say, hey, let's, do this. So we're lucky with the time. As you know, if you're looking at any of the Village business, we're busy with a lot of things going on. So it probably wouldn't come up right now, but it is a goal for this year for us to get a temporary art installation policy in place so that people that want to come and exhibit in Chagrin Falls have a method to apply, and we have a way of assessing what type of things we want to allow in our parks, and also just to promote having art in the parks. So the flowers that just came, we were approached for that, and that was fun. It was fun, and we got on the news in a couple of different ways, and they now left and they went to Cuyahoga Falls. And Cuyahoga Falls is in fact one of the communities that has placed a temporary art installation policy in place. So I will send that out to us to look at, and some of the other places, Akron, bigger cities, Akron, Cleveland, they all have policies, but I was trying to find some smaller places so we can take a look. But no, not ready to have a major discussion. I'll send out materials when we have something and we can get into that. I did want to propose yet another idea because why not?
Oh, why not? Oh,
Yeah,
did
why
you
not?
look at the chat, Angie? You've got someone wanting to help.
Oh, yes, I would love to.
I mean, I can't
Casey,
believe you're saying
you're
this
gonna-
because this is like exactly what I've been thinking about, like
Oh, awesome.
temporary public art exhibitions in Chagrin Falls. This is like the reason I'm here.
Oh,
You know what?
cool.
It's kismet. It's meant to be. I will. reach
I
out to
know,
you.
and it almost didn't happen. It almost didn't happen, but
And here it is, because you were just about to like leave, but it's okay.
no, my husband almost couldn't cover childcare. So.
Oh.
Oh. Okay, so you know what? I will reach out to you because yeah, we need to research this. We need to figure it out. Just so you understand the structure, we're an advising commission, so we don't really have particular power, but we are going to advise the government what we think might be a good idea, and then they're going to take a look at it. So I think we should, as an arts commission, come up with ideas. So
Awesome.
yeah, so I will touch base with you and let's see what we can do. I'd love to do that. And somebody who knows what they're doing, excellent. Perfect.
Well, I wouldn't say I know what I'm
Someone
doing.
who can
but
pretend they know what they're doing is
I
perfect.
have some experience that I would like to put to use.
Awesome.
So my
Yeah.
new idea is I've approached the school. I'm gonna say I would like us to consider having an art commission, a Village of Chagrin Falls Art Commission prize for the spring 7 through 12 art show at the high school. I know the school gives out one. I know that that the school board does. There's many prizes. We could offer either hanging something in Village Hall. We could offer a cash award. We'd need obviously art commission members to judge that. But I wanted to
Love
kind
that.
of feel
like
on
that
whether
too.
this was something we'd be in favor of doing.
Yep.
And so I don't know. I mean, I guess we could take a little vote or just discuss, but they are having a show this year in May. So it's coming up. So if we want to do it, we'd have to throw it together or we could see for the next year. But I think that's something we should look at doing, just to promote the arts and, encourage these kids. And I know that they always like, even if it's just something as being exhibited, locally, kind of giving them some exposure. I think that that's a good thing to do. So what are your thoughts?
I love it.
So,
I like
good?
it.
Okay.
Mhm.
Greg, are you around? There he is. What'd he say? He just honked. He honked. Okay, I'm going to take that as a yes. I'm assuming all honks are positive. So.
What happened? Oh, there he is.
There he is. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
My,
Now,
Yes.
Good.
my
Okay.
screen's been frozen for a little while. No, that sounds great.
Okay, good. Okay,
And
so
I was trying to get in the conversation there. I don't know, I had some technical problem, but I also talked to a lawyer friend who's
good.
interested in the arts in the area, and I don't know whether he or she would necessarily have the right information, but she seemed interested in possibly helping. So if we go forward with a policy, if we need
That'd be
to
great.
reach out to a lawyer who has some artistic knowledge, I would be happy to pass
That'd be
that
awesome.
information.
That'd be awesome. Okay, so let's try to make progress for the next meeting on that, just to kind of like have something that we can look at. And obviously, since it's a whole policy thing, I'll distribute that to the commission ahead of time so we have something to know what we're talking about before we discuss. So I'll send some emails around and we can start trying to get some information to everybody. But I guess we're meeting in 2 months. We meet bi-monthly, right? So that gives us some time to get some stuff done.
Yep.
So yeah,
Right.
that's all I have from the village. I don't know if there's any that's that I don't think there's, except for the community art projects and everything that's been reported, that's what we have going on as far as.
So
any-
if
I
we-
loved the flowers. I thought the flowers
You
were
like
cool, but
them?
I wanted to see more.
Mhm.
It was so
Nice.
colorful and just the perfect time of year to do that, so.
And they lit up. They
know.
were,
Yeah.
that was so cool.
I know.
That was,
It-
I mean,
it was
those
fun.
were great. I wish they were here longer. It seemed like. it was
Yeah, me too.
And I have to say thank you to both the Little Theater and to the Historical Society for so gamely stepping up when I said, hey, do you want to have a giant inflatable flower in front of your building? They were both like, sure, great. Ruth was like, she just sent back the one word answer. Yes. I'm like, perfect. No questions, no nothing. Just here you go. So I love that. I love that the people are so game. So thank you for doing that.
So just real quick with going off of the award thing, because we won't meet until June.
Oh, that's right. We need to. make a
Yeah,
decision.
so I don't know if we want to talk just the panelists at some point next week about doing that because I think it sounds great and what we can do, what the award would be or a show
Right.
would be. I think that's, maybe we could just maybe have a
Do
little
a,
quick.
do a short little
Yeah.
meeting that we could make a decision.
Yep.
Yeah, because I think that would be good. We'd have to have somebody, I'm just getting information from the school. I know I'm late to the party on this, but it's something I've been thinking about, and I knew we were having a meeting, so I thought I'd try to propose it. But we need to figure out the award and who judges, and then
Okay.
talk to the school. But usually, I know since I used to handle the other side of it from the running the show part, that the judging happens the night before, and whatever you're doing, you have to be there probably the Wednesday before, and then on the Sunday to give an award. Somebody would have to give an award, so there'd be 2 minor time commitments, and then whatever the prize would be. So I'll investigate with Village Hall, and Nancy and I can discuss, and the mayor, to see, because I'm sure the mayor could authorize it if he's in favor. So I'll reach out to him if the Arts Commission's in favor, and then we could have a second meeting with just our panelists to decide who can do what.
But that sounds awesome.
Oh, that would be great. I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah. Very
Sounds
cool.
great.
Thanks for thinking of that. That's awesome.
Great idea.
Okay,
All
great.
right. Well,
So,
I think
is that
our
it?
meeting can be adjourned, don't you?
Yes.
Can I just bring up one more thing, or not?
Yes,
or
absolutely.
Reiterate a thing. Are we going to be changing as you discuss the meeting date?
Oh.
Should we get that on here? Should we figure
So
that out
that's-
this time?
Yeah, do we want to do that? I did know that Marianne said that in the fall, she could probably get someone to come. Are you okay with, I feel like if we change it, we're kind of getting in a groove right now. And I feel if we change the date again, because I would vote to stick with it and hope that in the future that they can have somebody represent. I mean, it doesn't need to be, if you're okay to feed the news, she can also email me what's
She could
going
just
on.
send it. That's just-
But I'd like to keep consistency because I feel like in the past we've canceled meetings and gone here, and now I feel like we're kind of going. I don't know if you disagree and want to change it, please let me know.
Okay.
Does
No,
anybody-
I understand your point personally, as long as I got the same email from her that she thought in the future this might change, but right now it's not working.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. But you have a lot of information. I think that transporting it through someone is just as good as well. So if she wants to send emails, if you guys are okay with just keeping the meetings the same, that means our next meeting, their bi-monthly meetings would be in June, and it's the second Wednesday. So that would be June 9th at 6:30. Okay. All right.
Awesome.
All right. Well, I will get the scribe here with my crazy many notes. I need to learn shorthand.
Good. I like all the papers, the individual papers. That's good.
It's like,
Good. Okay.
So I'll get the notes together, the minutes, and send them to everyone who is here. And I thank you all. And Casey, thanks for coming. Ian, it's so good to see you again. And hopefully we'll see Steve soon. I'm glad to hear
Oh, yeah.
that he's doing some stuff with the little theater, with the orchestra. So I'm so
Yeah, Steve Eva.
excited that's moving along too. So, all right. Does anybody have anything else?
Nope.
Nope.
All right.
Nope.
Okay, so I call for the meeting to be adjourned, I guess. Do we do that?
Yep. It's 7:37.
7:37. That's like a aircraft or something. All right, guys.
Night all.
Thank you
All right, take
so
care.
much.
Be safe.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Be safe.